At least 3 arrests have been made over the weekend on suspicion of a breach of peace and public order offences. Another protester was moved on by police at Westminster, central London, while a heckler was escorted away today after shouting abuse at the new king. But despite some supporting these arrests, campaign groups have expressed concern at the way officers are policing protests. Ruth Smeeth, a former MP, said, "People across the country and beyond continue to mourn the loss of the Queen, a loss felt keenly by so many. However, we must guard against this event being used, by accident or design, to erode in any way the freedom of expression that citizens of this country enjoy." Police Scotland confirmed a 22-year-old woman was arrested and charged in connection with a breach of the peace after being arrested during the accession proclamation for the King outside St Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh on Sunday. She was released from custody and is due to appear at Edinburgh Sheriff Court at a later date. Some have been protesting over the weekend. Image, Getty. On the same day, Simon Hill, 45, was arrested on suspicion of a public order offence under Section 5 of the Public Order Act after shouting "Who elected him?" during a public formal reading of the proclamation of the accession of King Charles III in Oxford. Thames Valley Police said he was later released and was helping officers voluntarily as they investigate a public order offence. On Monday afternoon, a 22-year-old man was arrested in connection with a breach of the peace on the Royal Mile, Police Scotland said. Footage appeared to show a man heckling the royal procession as it went past. Redmore, Harry told to scrap major project after Charles' honour pledge. People were seen holding up anti-monarchy signs. Image, Getty. Mourners were queuing up to pay their respects to the late Queen today. Image, Getty. Meanwhile, a protester bearing a handmade sign saying "Not my king" was ushered away from the Palace of Westminster by police. Ruth Smeeth, chief executive of Index on Censorship, said the arrests were deeply concerning. Silky Carlo, director of Big Brother Watch, said, "If people are being arrested simply for holding protest placards, then it is an affront to democracy and highly likely to be unlawful. Police officers have a duty to protect people's right to protest as much as they have a duty to facilitate people's right to express support, sorrow, or pay their respects. As millions come together to respect Britain's traditions and national identity, it is important to remember that the right to freedom of speech is the foundation of British democracy, and to disrespect it at this moment, when our country is under an international lens, would be to flagrantly disrespect the values that define our country." Don't miss tearful Brits pay heartwarming tribute to Her Majesty outside Palace. Pictures King Charles praises indomitable spirit of Scottish people. Comment Camilla's handshakes following emotional ceremony at Holyrood. Insight, arrests have been made following protests. Image, Getty. Trending in England and Wales, offences of disorderly behaviour, such as threatening or abusive language, behaviour, signs or writing, which is likely to cause others present harassment, alarm or distress, fall under Section 5 of the Public Order Act and could lead to a fine. Liz Truss official spokesman would not comment on individual cases or operational matters for the police, but said, more broadly, "Obviously, this is a period of national mourning for the majority, the vast majority of the country. But the fundamental right to protest remains as a keystone of our democracy." Under Scottish law, someone can be charged with a public order offence of breaching the peace if their behaviour is disorderly and could have a negative effect on those who witness it, such as swearing or shouting.